Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York and I'm here in beautiful Atlantic City on a very chilly evening, checking into the Tropicana Hotel and Casino, staying in the North Tower. I don't think I've ever stayed in the North Tower before. Got what they call an executive room. Not sure what that means, but I know it's a corner room with an ocean view. So that means 2 sets of windows. Well, we'll check it out. Follow me. If you're familiar with the Tropicana Hotel and Casino here in Atlantic City, and I think most of you are by now, you know that I just got out of the garage elevators and was dropped off right here in the heart of the quarter, where most of the restaurants and shopping is here in the Trop. As always, before I head over to the self-check-in kiosks, I like to check the rewards kiosk to see if I have any special deals or free play or stuff like that. I've already made plans for the evening, but sometimes when you check out these deals, well, they might change your plans. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, doesn't look like anything too exciting tonight. So that was the rewards kiosk. Now I'm gonna head over to the self-check-in kiosks, which are right here by the garage elevators as well as the Havana Tower elevators. And I've already checked in using my phone. I just have to use these kiosks to verify my identification and credit card. My room was comped, and I could have chosen any tower when I made the reservation on my phone earlier in the day, but I decided to stay at the South Tower because, like I said earlier, I've never stayed at the South Tower, never stayed at the West Tower either. Since this video has been recorded, I have stayed at the West Tower as well, so I've stayed at every tower here in the Tropicana at this point. And the West Tower room will have its own review coming up shortly here on the New York channel. Looks like I'm in room 868, which I'm assuming is the 8th floor. You never know with Caesars, but this is a Caesars property, by the way. But I did request an executive corner room, so we'll see what it looks like. I actually spent my day over on the marina side. I was over at Harrah's, another Caesars property, checking out Buddy's Boardwalk Empire restaurant. That would be Buddy Cake Boss Velastro, who has tons of places over in Las Vegas, but this is his first restaurant that he's opened here in Atlantic City. Again, over at Harrah's. I had a meal there. That video is going to be on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel, so stay tuned for that coming up sometime in the future on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel. Once I finished dinner there, I came over here to check in at Tropicana. We're passing Gin Ricky's on our right-hand side, and a while back ago I saw a coming soon Aunt Annie's Pretzels, and I also saw Gin Ricky's padlocked up, and I assumed the worst, that Gin Ricky's was closing and Aunt Annie's was moving in, but the truth is, I think Aunt Annie's is just opening up next door to Gin Ricky's. Gin Ricky's seems to be very popular and always busy when it is open. Some of you may be wondering, hey, Jeff from New York, why are you going that way? You should be taking the quarter. Truth is, I like getting around the Tropicana and bypassing the quarter through this little tunnel here that runs parallel to it, only because it's less crowded. Of course, if I want to go shopping or eating, I'm going to walk through the quarter. And another tip, ladies with high heels, this has no cobblestones, which the quarter does have. And the end result, they both drop you off inside the casino. Hold on tight. This whole area by the South Tower is loaded with ballrooms and convention rooms, so you'll see a lot of cheerleaders usually, or business conferences going on in this area of the Tropicana. We're getting there, I promise, and by the way, if you booked a room in the Chelsea Tower or the West Tower, well, you still have a lot more walking to go. But as far as the North and South Tower, well, they're pretty much right here by the casino. Hey guys, don't forget, if you're enjoying the videos here on the New York channel, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you find this video interesting and informative, give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Also, share the video on your social media. That gets the video more views and the channel new subscribers. And if you'd like to help support the New York channel, then just go ahead and click on that super thanks button right underneath this video. Doing so not only helps support the channel and makes videos like this one possible, but it'll get you a shout out on a future New York video. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Again, this is a South Tower King non-smoking corner executive room. The art on the wall here was hung crooked and permanently attached, so it drove me crazy during my entire stay. And as you can see, there's a huge full-length mirror right by the door. First impressions are pretty good. I'm amazed at the size of this room. Again, it is a corner room and it's got tons of windows on both sides. It also has a sitting area with a sofa and a club chair as well as a cocktail table, and I'm assuming that's what makes this an executive room. And yes, I checked in kinda late, so it's nighttime, but I'll show you what it looks like during the daytime once, well, daytime arrives. I have to say, Caesars has done a great job thinking of outlets and USB ports and phone chargers and everything. If you forgot something, they pretty much have it under control with regards to charging your equipment and phone and things like that. But again, not all properties are created equal, and even here at the Tropicana, if you saw my Chelsea Tower video here on the New York channel, you know I was disappointed with a lot of things. And one of those was the amount of outlets in the room and the condition of those outlets. I had mentioned earlier that I spent the afternoon over on the marina side at Harrah's, and I had dinner over at Buddy Valestro's Buddy's Boardwalk Empire, and after dinner I stopped by the pastry shop, which is right in the restaurant, and I got a pastry, an Italian pastry called a lobster tail, as well as a individual strawberry cheesecake. And I'm going to show you those when I wake up and have my coffee here in this room. Right now, they're keeping cool in the room's refrigerator. You guys know I like a light and bright room, and this is a big room. It's going to take a little more than the bulbs and fixtures they have in this room to light it up the way I like. It seems a little dark to me. They don't necessarily need more fixtures, maybe brighter bulbs, or perhaps a ceiling fixture to just brighten up the whole room. Right now, every lamp is lit. So I have a Caesars credit card. I also have an MGM credit card, and that immediately gets you an upgrade on your tier status at both these properties, MGM properties as well as Caesars properties. And that gets you stuff like discounts on concerts and shows and free parking and stuff like that. So something to consider if you're not so much of a gambler, but you're looking to get that tier level increased. You just have to open up a credit card account with the hotel that you're staying in. Again, I'm on the 8th floor, so the floodlights that light up this building are pretty much on the same level as my windows, so not really an issue because they have blackout curtains as well. I'm just showing you the shears here, but you can close those blackout curtains and the room becomes completely dark, or I should say darker than what it is already. And the room does have a coffee maker. One of my biggest gripes with this room, and it really drove me nuts, was that there is no workstation. Sure, there's a sofa and a club chair with a cocktail table, but you cannot really work under those situations. And they call it an executive room, which implies that there are business people trying to work in this room, but it's almost impossible. I was trying to edit a video sitting on the sofa with my laptop on a coffee table. After 2 or 3 hours, it becomes extremely uncomfortable. So a big mistake here in the room. They should perhaps call it the cocktail room, not the executive room. And I get it that for most of you guys, a well-lit workstation really isn't that important when you're on vacation, but for me, it's extremely important for doing what I do. Let's check out this bathroom. The bathroom and the room itself in general was very clean. The shower is quite large and can hold, I'm gonna say, about 3 people, which is unfortunate because I always found that an odd number of people in the shower is somewhat awkward. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. There is no water closet and the toilet's out here in the open, and there's only one sink, so keep that in mind if you're traveling with others. I usually travel with my own soap, and I did this time, but they had this new line here at the Tropicana, new as far as I know. It's called Bodyography, and one of the bars of soap was labeled Artesian Massage Bar, and I just had to try it out. And it's really nice. It smelled nice. It wasn't a strong smell, but it had a nice gentle smell to it. It was ribbed. One side of the bar of the soap was ribbed and the other side was exfoliated, and it was really nice. I googled the bath products up and they are available online. If I had a hammer, I could straighten that picture out. Alright, so I'm fixing to go downstairs, have a little fun, come back up here, enjoy a cup of coffee up here, as well as edit some videos. I'll wake up in the morning, enjoy another cup of coffee up here with those pastries that I got at Buddy's Boardwalk Empire, and well, let's see what those look like. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I've got my black coffee, my lobster tail Italian pastry, as well as my strawberry cheesecake pastry. The boxes say Carlo's, but Carlo's is part of Buddy V's empire, I suppose. This is the lobster tail. If you're familiar with Italian pastries, it's kind of like a sfiadelle, only instead of ricotta filling, it's more of a custard filling. The strawberry cheesecake looked a lot nicer in the pastry shop than it did this morning after spending a day yesterday in my backpack, but it's not about what it looks like as far as I'm concerned, it's what it tastes like. My issue was, totally forgot about a fork, so I had to kind of eat this cheesecake with my fingers, but that was okay. I just easily washed up after myself. More about these pastries and my dinner at Buddy's Boardwalk Empire over at Harrah's on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel in a short while. In the meantime, let me show you what the view looks like outside these beautiful wraparound windows. Great views of the ocean and the boardwalk. If the room was a little bit higher, then the views would obviously be better, but good views nonetheless with these wraparound windows. Overall, except for the workstation, I had a great comfortable night here at the Tropicana. Tell me what you think of it. Leave a comment below. I've got a lot to do today. On my way out of the room, got my backpack packed, and off to do some more videos. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around the city.